Spider guard, and Jason's going to help you with the demonstration. I think especially for beginners that have hard time with wrestlers, the spider guard is the best guard to use against people who know how to pass and smash. For me, using the spider guard was very successful, keeping guys off of me and then finding a sweep here and there. I'm also going to go over some setups for submissions from spider, and then in the end I'm going to give you a real special extra submission. So Jason, especially for Jason, he was asking about spider guard, so he's going to feel, and we can go over it after. So, okay? Alright. Last part before I start the spider, I'm going to go quick again, so just rewind if you guys need the details, and please subscribe. Everybody who's been following me, thank you. And I want to continue more of these videos, so if you subscribe, that would help. Thanks. Let's get started with the basic entry into spider guard. Okay, we like to start from closed guard because the guy is under our control. Okay, he cannot pass right now, so good to start closed guard. Okay, the key to spider guard is how to grip the sleeves. I'm going to grip the sleeves, so I'm grabbing, thumb in, I'm going to roll my fingers in and over, and the thumbs go outside. Okay, so technically all my fingers are on the outside of his sleeve. This is safety, because if I get my finger inside, he's going to break my finger. If he slowly twirls his, and then my finger gets caught, I'm going to break my finger. Okay, so this is the key to spider guard, is the grips. Okay, so as I grab, I go thumb, I go fingers over, and I roll, then thumbs over. So now if he tries to wrap over, just wrap here. See, my finger is not getting compromised. I'm not going to break my finger when he tries to wrap around. My fingers are safe. Okay. If it's inside, dangerous. Plus it's illegal. Okay, so grip, roll it out, fingers outside. And next I'm going to use this to push and bring my knees in and step on his hips. Okay, now from here, we're going to use the outside break so I can help get into spider. So as I push off his hips, I'm going to open my knees, boom, push him out, step on his bicep, 1 and 2. Okay. Spider, you have to extend and be on the side of your hip. If you're flat, you're going to get past. You can just grab your legs, flip you over. So I want you to always be on your side. Extend, be on your hip. Okay. Extend, be on your hip. That's the key. You never want to be flat. If you're flat, you're going to get your guard just bypassed. Okay, so when you practice biceps, extend on your hip, extend on your hip. And I also want to bend his arm like a 45 degree, because it's hard for him to take his arm out. Try to take your arm out. It's stuck. Okay. I also want to monkey my feet, my toes on his biceps. So I'm going to kind of grab with my toes and clutch that bicep there. So now he's really, really stuck. Again, we want to shift on our hip. Now I'm going to sweep Jason to my left. So I'm going to release this foot. I'm going to kick my spider up and over like a rainbow. I'm going to sweep him to my left. So I'm going to shift very quickly, sweep him over. Okay. Right to the mount. Okay. Here's a modification that I've helped a lot of students that were a little bit shorter, smaller, that when we do this same sweep, a lot of them cannot do the momentum. Okay, come back. Or they're very short. So a modification would be this foot from spider goes to the knee. Gonna push his leg out and do the same sweep. Shift, kick, push that leg out. Now we sweep. Okay. That's a very basic spider guard sweep. Okay. Now, a common question I always get asked is, what if they stand up from spider? Okay, go ahead, stand up. I'm going to keep the spider, but if I don't act quickly, he's going to get out of it and pass. Okay, so here's the dilemma. I have to act as soon as he stands up. So I'm going to shift, put my feet to the ground, stomp and kick him over my head. Okay? It's gonna cause him to be off balance as I push off the ground and kick. There we go, then another sweep on the unbelly. Alright. Now Jason knows when he stands up, he's gonna base. So stand up and base. Right, so he's not gonna fly over me, he's just gonna step here. When I kick the same sweep, he's gonna step to catch his balance. Good. Grab that leg, take him over with the sweep. Okay, because now I have his leg and his sleeve there. So Jason, you kind of understand the scenario, right? You went 1, you on your knees. 2, you stand up, throw you over. 3, you base. I grab your leg, I sweep. The key to spider is I'm always taking away his arm to base. Okay? That's the key to spider. He cannot put his hand down to use spider properly. That makes sense, Jason? Cool. All right. Okay, let's get to the next one. Let's get to triangle from spider. Okay, so spider guard. So we like to triangle people. I'm going to extend 1. My left foot's going to curl under and go behind his tricep here. Okay. So essentially, going from the bicep, tricep, I still have control over his arm. He cannot take his arm out. Try to take your arm out. He's still trapped. Okay. So when I triangle Jason, I'm going to throw my right foot over his shoulder, and my left leg's going to come under his armpit, and I'm going to pull. Okay, again, I have 2 sleeves. Watch. Feel that slingshot? And then it's easy to just hip up, grab the head, grab the ankle, shift, and then we have our triangle. So again, this setup is super, super quick because I'm going to throw him off balance. Boom. Put my foot behind his tricep. He's still stuck. Fire my leg over his shoulder, and I'm pulling. It is super quick. There's no way he's going to get out of it. Boom. Boom. Okay. Next one, we're going to go arm bar. So one of my favorite arm bars off spider is when I go 1, catch him off balance. 2, he comes back. Catch him off balance. He's going to try to square up. Sweep. Throw my leg over his head. Step. Arm bar. That's one of my favorite arm bars. Okay, spider to omoplata. Okay, we're gonna go spider. Boom, boom. This one I like to go lasso guard, shallow lasso, or spider. Okay. And what I've been playing with lately is again under to the tricep, bending his elbow. Okay. This again, he's stuck. Right. I just grab my right hand to the elbow and pull. Again, Jason, didn't see that one coming? No. Yeah, because that's a new one. I like this one, again, in particular, because I'm stretching out this way, you're leaning towards the wrong way, right? And as I change my foot to tricep, even if you try to push or pull, you're stuck, right? So I keep my foot on your bicep and grab his elbow. And as I pull and bend his arm, he's low enough for me to finish my omoplata. Very easy. And again, Jason is in shock because he's too low to defend.
Yeah, I'm off balance.
Correct. But the setup is the key because you're trapped. Okay, now let's get to something new. Another one that I've been playing with is crucifix. Okay, so when you're playing spider, boom, kind of sweep, get him off balance, boom. My right foot comes on the hip. Okay, this is the key. I'm gonna keep the sleeve, shoot my leg over, and come up on a crucifix. Jason's saying, how did I even do that? Okay, watch. Put my foot over, put a sleeve, sit up, and in the crucifix. Okay, again, with Jason, he feels it that he's stuck, okay? Because the key with spiders is constantly getting them off balance like that. Put my foot on the hip, pull this sleeve, throw my leg over, sit up, boom. Crucifix, roll, and then we have the submission. all from spider. Okay, last one. Okay, we're gonna do the double on Jason. Here we go. Spider, boom. I'm gonna go behind the tricep, omoplata. Okay, put my foot in front of his chin. Kick this leg up, arm up, pull his sleeve, sit up, and now we have the elbow. We have a double shoulder lock. Yep. Really, really super, super tight because I have two shoulders in jeopardy there. So spider, boom, push my leg through, use my knee, bend his arm, kick it over. Okay. I still have this right foot, kick it up, okay, so I can grab, pull it around. Now you have one and two shoulder, grab that elbow, and even apply pressure by pulling and leaning forward. Got nowhere to go. Absolutely stuck. All right, so as a recap, guys, especially if you're blue belt, I would say you have to learn spider guard because this is the only way I could keep wrestlers off of me. Wrestlers know takedowns. Wrestlers know how to smash. But if you have control on the sleeve, they can't grab you, and you have a good spider guard, you're gonna sweep them. That's the first way I learned to defend against wrestlers. Okay. Beyond that, I would say right around purple and brown, people will figure out how to pass spider guard. Then you have to switch your guard. Okay? So I don't have time to explain the next guard, but there is an easy sequence to another guard once they pass the spider guard. But the important thing is beginners, you got to learn to win the grip fighting and control the distance. I think, especially Jason, you're brand new, you're understanding that when you play guard, grips and distance is your focus. Because if you lose the grips, they smash you, then you don't have hope, right? Game over. Right, pretty much, game over. So a beginner should always focus on having a good guard, controlling the grips, and controlling the distance. That's the key to having a good guard. Okay? Again, guys, thank you again. See you later.